Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I wanted to talk more about gang stalking. Um, and I'll probably have more to add to this. I'm trying to make my videos shorter in order to allow people to get the information that they need in small doses. It has just been proven that a lot of people don't have a long attention span, okay? If the video that they're watching is not some type of entertainment, this day and age, we are um, domesticated to have a short attention span, okay? Like I said, unless it's something entertaining, okay? Like video games, movies, and things of the sort, okay? So, but when it comes to learning, people find it's hard to focus and concentrate, okay, on what's being taught. So I'm going to try to keep these videos short. So a lot of them will be, have a lot of parts to it. And then you can just watch it starting from the first part and then continue. But I did a video about gang stalking, talking about the different kinds of people who do gang stalking. And anytime you deal with gang stalking, it's always some type of narcissistic personality at the lead of what's going on. And I realize that a lot of people go along with things even though they know it's wrong because they don't want that narcissistic person to turn on them, okay? But at some point, as an adult, okay, I would expect it from children, but at some point as an adult, you have to be able to stand firm and say, hey, I believe that this is wrong and I'm not going to help you do it, okay? And be able to stand up to that person, okay? But a lot of times, like I said, people don't do it because they see how vicious that person is to the person that they are bullying or gang stalking, okay? And they don't want to be on the receiving end of it. But what I want to tell you about gang stalking is that sometimes gang stalking gets very advanced, okay? And the purpose of gang stalking is to make the person who they are victimizing look like they're going crazy. Okay. Uh, this seems to make their dick hard, their pussy wet. Okay. When they can do things to you and you're trying to figure out who is it? How is this possible? Who's coming into my house, not stealing anything and just moving shit around? Like, what the hell? Like, who does that? You know, it gives them some sort of gratification, and even to the point of sexual gratification when they're able to do something to somebody and that person don't know who it is. They're trying to figure out who it is, okay? And if a person knows anything about your life, okay, um, this is why I say it's always somebody close to you, because they have to know something about your life in order to try to confuse you about who it is that's doing it, okay? They'll try to make it seem like it's maybe somebody from your past, maybe an ex-boyfriend, okay, or somebody you dealt with, you know, maybe it's this person, maybe it's that person. So the only person who can do that, like I said, is somebody who has information about you. They know something about you, okay, and not through some type of psychic or you know intuitive person, okay? They're not getting this from some type of a reader, as they would say. They know something personally about you and about your business that they're able to try to confuse you, okay, about who's doing it, okay? So, this is the thing about gang stalkers that you have to understand, okay? They don't want to be exposed, so they're going to mimic what they think you've went through in the past, okay? So that you think, well, maybe it's this person. Oh, well, maybe it's that person, okay? So what you need to start doing is writing down who could be doing this. Who could be doing this? Who could know those intimate details, okay? And there's something that I would do, and I've done it on several occasions to people, and they don't figure it out, okay? They haven't figured it out, okay, until I actually told them, okay? But what I will do to people is I will blatantly tell them a lie, okay? And when I do this, okay, I'm trying to assess who does this person talk to, okay? And then I will only tell them that version of the lie, okay? And then I will wait to see who knows about this information. Okay? Who knows about this information, because it's the incorrect information. Okay? If it's a person who's stalking you in law enforcement or stuff like that, they would be easily be able to investigate to know that that's a fucking lie. Okay? They'll be able to know right away, hey, that is incorrect. We don't know why she's telling this particular story, okay? But if it's not somebody in law enforcement, they're going to run with that lie, okay? Um, so I do that to assess who talks to who, okay? How did this person get that information if I told that person, and when I'm around, these two people do not talk? Matter of fact, they act like they don't even like each other. But somehow the information that I gave this person got back to that person. Okay? So how did that happen? Okay? And if you really want to be jazzy with it, okay, I'll tell one person, I'll tell person A lie, and then I'll tell person B a different version of the lie. And then I'll wait. I'll wait to see who comes back to me to verify the story that I told. Okay? And then I'll just clean it up. Oh, I made a mistake. I meant to say X, Y, and Z. Okay. So when I see people coming back to me to verify what I said, then I realize these people are discussing me, and they're not discussing me in an area or a place where, you know, I usually do this when I'm in a work environment trying to assess um, the type of fuck shit people I'm working with, right? So, um, I said to myself, I said, okay, these people act like they don't know each other, okay, but yet when I'm around, act like they don't like each other. Excuse me, these two people act like they don't like each other and they don't fuck with each other like that. But I told both of them different versions of a story, and they both want clarification on what's going on, okay? So I said either they're talking to a third person, they both are cool with a third person, or these two people really are close with each other. They just want me to think that they're not. And they do not talk at work. They must be talking outside of work. Okay. So I was able to assess that just by doing something like that. Okay. um, just to assess, like, yeah, they're discussing me outside of work. Okay, why are they discussing me outside of work? You know, all I do is come to work, do my job, and go home. So why would they have cause to bring my name up outside of work. And at the end of the day, what people say about me is truly none of my business, but this helps me in when I'm dealing with them, okay? Because people will act like they're your friend, try to befriend you, talk about another person to get you to start talking about what you don't like about the person, and then they go back and tell them, okay? So you have to be careful of this type of bullshit, okay? So you don't get caught out there and then people are being hateful toward you and you're trying to figure out, like, why all of a sudden am I getting this type of a treatment? Because you said something about somebody who's in a social group who have a high ranking. Like I said, a lot of these people are in sororities, they're Eastern Stars, Masons, okay, and you say something about them, they're in a ranking system outside of work, okay, and although you're not part of that ranking system, okay, they're going to want you to pay for something that, hey, I'm not part of your organization. If I'm not part of your organization, why the fuck are you making me suffer by the rules of your organization if I'm not part of your organization? Like, how does that even make sense? Like, on what planet does that make sense? Okay, so these are the things that you have to be careful of when you're dealing with people. Okay, um, they play these little games, ask each other these secret fucking questions, and they're playing this game. But hey, we are at work. And when we are at work, okay, this is the rules of the company. Okay, so whatever social group you're a part of, you're supposed to leave that shit at the fucking door. Okay, because according to what I read, that's not the rules of the company. Okay, but you'll notice that these people will bring that type of bullshit into the workplace and other places where it is not appropriate for them to do it, especially with a person who is not a member of their organization. Okay? So you have to be careful of that. Okay? So I say to myself, who could be doing it? Is somebody you're talking to, somebody that you may have unknowingly said something about, did something to, okay, that you don't realize, okay, that, you said something to somebody and they went back to the person and told them, okay, and the person happens to be a narcissistic personality, and now they're doing malicious things to you to teach you a fucking lesson, okay. So you have to be careful of that type of mentality, okay? People who like to teach people a lesson, but the very lesson that they're trying to teach, they do, okay? They do, okay? And they feel like they can do it again because they feel like they have some high ranking in some other organization that you're not part of. So you can't hold me to your motherfucking standard if I'm not part of that organization, and that's on period, okay? The only way I can be held to that is if I am a member, an active and willing participant of that organization. So be careful of those type of people. You have to figure out who could be doing it. So what you have to begin to do is start narrowing the information that you allow to come from you, okay? In order for you to figure out, okay, there's no way my gang stalker could know that the only person I told this to was this person right here. I know I only told that person because I told them a fucking lie. But yet, the fucking lie is coming back to me through however the gang stalkers choose to harass you. Okay? So that is one way to try to figure out who's doing it. Another way is just simply writing it down, writing down the people that you have may have had disagreements with. And if you're filing police reports, if you're reporting this to the FBI, Department of Justice, whatever it is, you can give them that list, okay? And say, you can write down why you think it's this person. The other thing, if you have a family member who is romantically involved with somebody who have hacking skills, that person should be the top of your goddamn list when you give it to the FBI or whatever law enforcement you're reporting it to, okay? They should be the top of the list. The other thing about gang stalking that I want people to be aware of is um, if somebody has hacking skills, okay, or knows somebody who has hacking skills that can help them stalk you, gang stalk you, know that your electronics may be compromised, including your phone, okay? So, if you're calling the FBI and the police, you may not actually be talking to them. If you're trying to call the Department of Justice, you may not actually be talking to them, okay? What I would advise you to do is use a phone or a computer at the public library, okay? Is what you should do, okay? Don't use your own phone or computer in order to report gang stalking, because 9 times out of 10, your phone and your electronics might be compromised, okay? And the other thing that you can do, okay, is um, you can get with somebody who's computer savvy and knows about these things and do like a reverse spoof on people who try to access your phone and your electronics. Now, a lot of times, and this advice is coming from um, when I was talking to somebody, they was having a problem with law enforcement in a particular area. This person told me that they called the FBI to report what this law enforcement agency in this particular area was doing, right? And this person said that they talked to somebody and something told them, no, you didn't talk to them. So the person said they looked at the number, they looked at their phone, and they said, no, I'm pretty sure I dialed this number. And their intuition kept telling them, you need to call the FBI from somewhere else. Go outside the area. Don't use your own phone and call them. Lo and behold, this person told me, okay, when I was talking to them about my gang stalking, they told me that how the FBI said, we have never gotten a phone call about this particular situation, about this particular police precinct, okay? And he was like, I called you on this day and said X, Y, and Z and spoke to X, Y, and Z. He was like, there's nobody here by that name, but I will double check for you. But we never got a complaint, okay? So from that, this person said to me to be careful using my phone, okay? Using, and especially if you feel your gang stalkers are people from a racist group, from a police precinct, okay? It is very imperative that you do not use your phone and you go outside the area, okay, that you want to complain about in order to file the complaint, okay? And I'm talking way outside the area, okay? Um, and this is just what it is, okay? It sounds scary, but we have to be vigilant, okay? We have to be aware of the tactics of, um, you know, people like nefarious people like this, okay? And like I said, if you know somebody in your family who you had a falling out with that has hacking skills, they should be the first person on your list so that the FBI can begin looking into them. And that's all I have for you today. Um, I will do a part 3 of gang stalking maybe in the next week or two, um, so that you know we can do everything we can if you're in that situation in order to protect ourselves. And if you have any advice that can be useful, leave it in the comments section so that other people that are watching this video can know what to do too. Thank you for watching. Bye.